Welcome back to Merricks Garage. Coming to you from Merricks Garage. When I rebuilt my truck, I knew I was going to have to replace my motor. But after careful research, I discovered that the LS swap was going to be the best solution for my needs. In the process of researching exactly what motor I needed and why, I came across information spread all across the internet. I struggled to find one place that had all the information I needed. So I decided that with this video series, I was going to try and highlight all of the main questions that I came up with during the swap and put them in one concise place. Hopefully this is useful to you. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. So I see myself releasing subsequent videos that address various issues of this build. What do I do for a harness? Can I use my old radiator? Do I need to replace my pump? What's the steam vent? Where should I get this motor? I did go through some significant trial and error to come to the decisions I came to. If you disagree, let me know. I hope this is a learning environment for all of us. This is purely my experiences and how I came to the conclusion I did. Technically, LS refers to the all aluminums. I'm dealing with an iron block, being an LQ. Take it for what it is. My swap, and for the purposes of what I was looking for, the LQ series made the most sense. That's the most common truck motor. Bill's Vista did a fantastic job of describing the generational and evolutionary changes of the LS motors. I suggest that is required reading for anyone considering doing this swap. So I will summarize quickly what he does so well over many pages. The small block Chevy was a fantastic motor. The Gen 2 of that, not so much. It had some changes, but it was relatively minor upgrades from the small block Chevy that we all grew up with. Then came Gen 3, a massive change in architecture, learning over the 50, 60 years of manufacturing of these motors and applying it to the technology that we have today. It's what makes the LQ and LS series such a tremendous platform for us to build on. The motor itself responds very, very well to minor changes. Valve springs, intakes, tunes, injectors. Both the LQ9 and the LQ4 came with the 317 cathedral style heads. A fantastic, very well flowing head that provides great torque. Low end torque is what we need. Who cares if you're putting out high horsepower, high in the power band? We spend most of our time between 2,000 and 4,000 RPM. That's where I want my power, and that's where the LQ series of motors really shined. That's what drew me to those motors: the durability, the iron block, the response to tuning, and generally the availability of parts. The 5.3 is also a common option that a lot of people gravitated towards. Is most commonly known as an LM7 or LM4 motor, generally aluminum block. Great options, and quite often they were more readily available than the LQ series because the LQ was harder to find when they first came on the market. Now it's kind of evened out. I chose the LQ9 for all of the options I've listed earlier, but you can't go wrong with any of these motors, to be truthful. Drive-by-wire and drive-by-cable. There was a change, I believe, around 2002 to 2004 that went from a drive-by-cable module to a drive-by-wire. The drive-by-wire, while adding some complexity to the system, also simplifies installations. You can put that pedal wherever you want. Where should I get one? Well, the answer is they're available everywhere. You can go to an engine tuner, and they will happily sell you one that they have gone through, that they have cleaned, that they provide a warranty to. Expect to spend more, but oftentimes they come with a harness. It's not a bad option. You can go to the junkyard. The challenge with getting from a junkyard is you never really know what you're getting. If at all possible, it's fantastic to see a working engine before it's pulled out. There's several things that you need to make sure you get with the motor. The PCM, the computer. You've got to have the computer. The throttle actuator controller. If it's drive-by-wire, you're going to need the pedal assembly too, because that is going to have the plug that the tach plugs into. Headers and manifolds. Even if you don't use the headers and manifolds, it's a good idea to get them so that you will have the O2 sensors, and the catalytic converters. Get the wiring harness. Even if you're not going to use the wiring harness, get it. It's a great place to source extra adapters and electrical connectors. It's a great opportunity to mock up how you want it to lie, and you never know when you might need spare parts. The air intake. You may not end up using that whole air intake box, but it's a good thing to have because it'll often include the mass airflow. If you are going to get the transmission that came with that particular engine, make sure you are getting the TC adapter, the module, and the torque converter. These are items that are often overlooked and can add up tremendously down the road. If you're purchasing from Craigslist or a junkyard and these items are not available, use this to your knowledge to negotiate the price down. Well, I hope that gives you all a high overview of what I'm trying to accomplish with this video series. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you have any comments, let me know. But stay tuned. The next video is going to be coming out shortly. We're going to address transmission options, transfer case, and drivelines. I'll see you then.